Okay, so I posted on my TikTok and on my Instagram to ask me gaming related questions and I'd answer them in a video. Question 1 was, do you plan on getting more consoles or handhelds? If so, which ones? So I want a Wii because I had traded mine into GameStop when the PS4 was available for pre-order. I literally needed $100 left, and this was before I could work. I think I was 15 at the time. So guess who went to GameStop and traded in her Wii in like 40 games for $100? I said, sold, take it, take it. And that was my first console that I got on release, so I was really happy about it. And then the only other one that I want is the Halo 4 Xbox 360. When that was coming out, I had really wanted it, but eventually I just fully made the switch to only PlayStation. I already had a 360 at the time, so, but it looks really cool and I really, really want it. So now as an adult with adult money, we're gonna grab it. But the only problem, as you guys can see, I don't have any space. Even my other setup is really full, so in due time. The next question was, what are your favorite gaming consoles? So top one is GameCube, PS2, and then probably the Xbox 360. Not only was GameCube the one to get me started, I was like 4, my brother gave me his, but also it has my favorite library. I know people say the PS2 is their favorite, it's the best one. That's great, I do love the PS2, but ultimately I'd pick the GameCube over PS2 any day. The first Call of Duty that I played was MW2, which I played on Xbox 360, so that got me started on COD, and I was huge into COD for years. Up until Black Ops 3, which I played all the way up until 2019, because just, you guys know. Every single one after that just dead. It wasn't good. Halo 3, I played a lot with my brother. We played co-op campaign, and then also we'd 1v1 a lot, and I just have a lot of good memories of, I'd be about to die, and pretty much I'd go into forward mode to that little ball and like float around. My brother would get all pissed off, so good memories, good times. Halo Reach, but I played that solo. My brother wasn't into gaming really anymore, so I played that solo, and then I finally was playing multiplayer online for Halo, so that was fun, a lot of good times. And then for the PS2, which that's my original one right there, the white PS2 Slim, I had gotten that for Christmas. My dad had gotten it for me. I don't remember what the game was called, but it came with like a singing game, and it came with 1 or 2 microphones. I did play the game a lot. I just didn't sound good. I don't have a good voice. I sound like a dying walrus, so there's that. But he did get me Peter Jackson's King Kong, which I do still have, and he got me GTA Vice City and GTA 3. So good memories. I still have all of those. So it's definitely not the biggest, but when you find out that Aiden is Jodie's twin brother who died at birth in Beyond Two Souls, I wanted to pick one that not everyone is going to say right off the bat. And again, I know it's not the biggest, but favorite exploit in a video game. So me personally, I don't ever really take advantage of exploits and stuff like that and like glitches. There was one that I found on accident. I don't really remember how, but it was when Far Cry had came out. And it was at the end, I forget the villain's name, but like he crashes and you can go down to the crash site and you can loot his body and you get a lot of money. But that's not the glitch. So I forget, but I found like a way to where like you could keep going back and looting his body, but you could just keep going back and doing it and doing it and doing it. And I don't think back then in Far Cry 4 you could replay missions, so I'm not too sure how I found it, but yeah. The other one that comes to mind, which is more, it's like a harmless glitch, was when Vanoss posted for Black Ops 2. You go prone in front of an object and you knife, and then when you go onto the object, you like look like you're sliding over it. There was a whole trolling video about it. I think they were playing SND on Grind. So after that, I wanted to try it. Game that made me rage the most. That's going to be Black Myth Wukong, by far. Don't get me wrong though, I absolutely love the game. The boss fights are some of the best I've ever played in any game. And the soundtrack was just a cherry on top. The game is so good. A game you'd be embarrassed to admit you like. There's no games that I'd be embarrassed about. I play what I like, despite if a game is hyped or not. It doesn't matter if as I was saying, it doesn't matter if everyone's playing it, people are telling me to play it. If I genuinely don't want to play a game, it does not catch my interest, I'm not playing it. I don't even care if it's free to play. What games have the best soundtrack? So we're going to go Sunshine. You guys will hear me talk about that a lot. The Last of Us, again, you'll hear me talk about that a lot. And Black Myth. A video game that was so bad you will quit without finishing. Easily, the first one that I think of is going to have to go to Homefront. That was on the Xbox 360. I don't remember what year. It wasn't right when it dropped, but it was like some months after I had my dad take me to GameStop. I went and I picked it up, and then when I got home, I mean, it was laggy, it was clunky, it looked terrible. Graphics aren't number one to me, so a game can be like, you know, not look the best, but as long as the story is good, I'll play it. And as long as like the game, like it's not like super glitchy and stuff like that, you know what I mean? But the story wasn't good, so I had my dad bring me back that same day to return it. I know there's a second one. I didn't play the second one. I guess some people, from what I understand, liked the online. I don't know. I didn't play it. A game you could restart over and over again and not get tired of it. The Last of Us, obviously I've played that well over 10 times. Outlast, the first one, I absolutely love. Again, I've played that countless amount of times. And then for a third, Crash Nitro Kart. And yeah, that wraps this up. Who am I to be doing Q&As? No one, but I thought it'd be fun, so...